What's up guys, ChasingLamely here with episode number 10 of the Cardiff City beta save. In today's episode we're playing Huddersfield at home, and there's a bunch of stuff happened. Back in a second, we'll go through it. Okay, first things first, we've had a couple of injuries this week. So Kenneth Zahor has he picked up a knock in the last game, but he should be okay. Bruised his ankle, got through it. Lucas Piazon picked up an injury in midweek just in training, tight thigh. Camarasa is still on his way back. He's not ready to play. Not ready to be fitness tested even. There were a couple of things popped up on the news as well that were a bit confusing. Well, this is the beginning of our Brexit. We'll soon find out what's going on with the Brexit thing. Let's see if I can find it. There's a squad unhappy with the club situation because the dressing room has a bad atmosphere because we keep losing. And, you know, win some games, I guess, is the answer to that one. Also, the board paid off $3.5 million of the club's debts to save the club from receivership. Now, this means we've got £5 million in the bank, and I'm really confused by this because obviously we had a lot of debt to begin with. Like we had 158 million in debt. We've paid off 8 million worth of debt, and most of it's not due to be finished paying off until the end of the year. This one is the big one, but we should be okay with that. We should be able to cover that with what we're making it. We could pay it off now, but I don't think it gives me an option to be like, hey board, could you pay it off? It doesn't. Can't even get into the board requests. Interesting. I don't know why I can't access the board request. Maybe this is a bug. Maybe it was a bug I should report. Let's just have a quick look just to make. Can I request a coaching badge? I can't. Okay. So there must just be no access to the board right now. Interesting. Okay. The other thing that's happened has been I mentioned this briefly in the last episode or the episode before, I forget which. I did a brief overhaul of the staff, which is transfers, isn't it? I always forget it's in transfers. So I got rid of. I was Neil Warnock when we came. We got rid of Carl Serrant early on. We've got rid of Wallace, Robury, Southernwood, and Blackwell, and sort of sweeping changes really. We brought in this lad Lars Morosco as a scout. He's pretty good. Also has a good knowledge of German football, which could be useful because we'd like some German players maybe. Jimmy Fielding's coming as the under 18 data analyst. It's not a huge deal. Robbie Stockdale's coming as a coach, and he's very good at coaching defenders. So I'm hoping that will contribute to us conceding less goals. Erwin Vandenberg is the opposite. He's an attacking coach. He's got really good knowledge of everyone. This guy's been around like a lot. He's been around. So he's got a really good knowledge just in general of European football, which we're going to find quite beneficial. And then Paul Bracewell's coming as our assistant manager. He's so much better than what we had before. It's not even funny. Slightly better at motivating players too, which is good, and quite a good disciplinarian, which I like. Anyway, let's get into the game. That's the important thing. That's what you're all here for. Also, before I do that, I've been doing some scouting, as you can see, ready for the window. Carl Jenkinson was a guy I was thinking of early on before I signed Martin Kelly, and we couldn't get him unfortunately. Georges Ephraim from Apoel Nicosia, yes, the one. He's a good little player, 75% recommendation. Still a bit of scary. Get an analyst report whilst I'm thinking about it. But he's wanted by a lot of clubs, including Crystal Palace. He's an international. If we go back to a formation with wingers, he could be a really interesting prospect for us. I like the idea of him playing as the playmaker on the right wing, and Piazon on the left wing, sort of making trouble from there too. So they could be interesting as a combination. Otherwise, Kalen Hines is someone we were considering early on. He was one of the guys who was at the trial day. Spent some time at Arsenal, got a huge move to Wolfsburg, didn't really do anything in Germany. Now he's currently playing in the Championship and not playing awfully. But one for the future we're keeping an eye on. Obviously looked at Berbatov and Evra, we had them on trial. Same with Robert Huth. And Gianluca Gaudino is a German with an Italian name that we're also kind of keeping an eye on. Been playing for Chievo and St Gallen and Bayern. He's been around a bit. Another player we're kind of keeping an eye on. There was a Korean lad I was looking at. I'm sure there was. Let me see if I can find him. It's definitely a Korean lad I was looking at. He's disappeared on me. There was a Korean lad I was looking at. This guy, Mlakar, is going to be someone we definitely want to take a look at. Let's get a full report on him, because we're going to need a goal scorer, and if he's 19 and we can get him in before Brexit becomes an issue, could be good for us. And also, you know, he's cheap, and he has the potential to be a Premier League player. Even though it says he's operating at a Championship level, he does have that ability. I think he's exempt from registration too. Callum O'Dowd is a guy I want to take a look at too, so we'll take a look at him. So just looking at the reports that have come in now, obviously, Daniel Ayala, if we can get a good price for Daniel Ayala, I'd take him too quite happily, because we do need to improve our defence, and the same goes with Arslanagic, because defence is the priority right now. I want to be able to know I've got 4 defenders I can rely on before I start building further. So that's going to be the key. We'll look at Jonas David too, because, you know, he's 18. He's 18 and a good defensive midfielder, one would assume, otherwise we wouldn't be analysing him in the first place. So we'll see how he goes. He looks miserable. Right, team selection time. Preview time. Huddersfield are the favourites. They are a couple of places above us in the league. Everyone's starting to move away from us. They're starting to pick up points, and it's disappointing. I'd like this to be the game where we turn it round. So we are starting with our defensive formation. There's been one change, which is Dick Cordova-Reid is playing up top instead of Zahor. A, because Zahor didn't back me up when Bamba started being a little bitch, and B, because Zahor's not really finding the goal, and that's kind of a problem. There are other options. We're going to give Dick Cordova-Reid one more chance to try and impress us. Smithies is retaining his place in goal because he's been very, very good in the grand scheme of things. And Cunningham, I might swap Cunningham out for Bennett actually, now I'm thinking about it. Yeah, let's do that. Because even though Cunningham is better at that than Bennett, Cunningham scored that own goal last week. Do we give him a chance to redeem himself? One chance to redeem himself. I'm a sucker for an Irish boy. Right. We're going to do this time. This is where it all goes right. My game plan with this, we've made a couple of changes as well. We're only using low crosses, and we are trying to work the ball into the box, and that's largely just so we can try and have a bit more control over the ball and control the game. And hopefully low crosses will do well with Piazon and Dick Cordova-Reid, because I don't believe either of them is very tall. I'm going to be proved wrong now. Dick Cordova-Reid is going to be a 7-foot monster. Now Dick Cordova-Reid is 5'7", and then Piazon is he's 6 foot, but he's not all that in the air. So I'm hoping if we can get the ball in low to them, they might start producing. Harry Arter just doesn't listen to team talks at all. He just doesn't care. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not going to hold it against him. I'm sure he's doing his best. Ish. So So yeah, my plan is to kind of hold back a little bit. Unnecessary. Is that Mikel Antonio? Jesus. As I've said before, I don't watch the Premier League, so that could be a thing. Actually, in real life, I probably wouldn't have noticed. Oh, Pearson's picked up a knock. That's delightful. Yeah, I'd like us to try and frustrate them in this game. I want them to sort of start kicking at us, start picking at yellow cards. If we can get a red card for them, we'll start attacking them. We'll start going for them. For now, I just want to sit back, work on this defensive tactic because we need it against the bigger teams. See if we can hold off and snatch a goal from a break or a set piece. That would be good. And now we're on the break. Dick Cordova-Reid finds Pearson, who's crippled, and he just boots it against a Huddersfield player. And now they're coming at us. Come on, get red. Oh, what was that? All started with Pearson's just appalling. He stood a foot from you. Why would you try and kick it that way? That's just the worst decision making. I don't know who that defender was that half-heartedly kind of cocked his leg at it, but that was not welcome at all. Okay, we know we can defend if we have to because we did it against Man United. That's what I'm holding on to, and I'm not opposed to going for it against Huddersfield because they shouldn't be that much better than us. Trying to play with more creativity. We've got a shot. We had a shot. It was blocked. 2 shots. Oh, check us out. 2 shots on goal. We're playing for the big time, boys. Playing for the big time. It's half time. Things aren't going well. I'll tell you, disappointing. You can switch off. We've got one by furious, disenchanted. Harry Arter's not listening as always. We'll go again. Because we're now playing for set pieces. We're playing to try and win set pieces. If we can get a good free kick in a good position, there's a very tiny chance we can do something with it. And when I say very tiny chance, I mean like 0 chance. Morrison with a throw-in, that's the way. Arter finds Cunningham. Come on, set something up somewhere. Have a crack. Oh, he did deserve a goal at the end of it. He repaid my faith in me just by trying that. Pearson's going to have to come off, which is not ideal. It means the Whore is going to get himself a chance to play up top again. Because I couldn't drop him entirely. And we'll go with that for now. I think Cunningham might have to actually come off at some stage because he's tiring out very fast. I might look at replacing Altin top. Okay, we're going to bring off Cunningham, definitely for Bennett. The question is, do I go for it? What backup options have I got tactically? So there's a version of this that could work. Famous last words, but there's a version of this that could work for us. If I put Patterson on the right wing, I go with I'm just going to go for a straight 4-4-1-1. Well, let's go straight 4-4-2. Screw it, why not? We've tried crazier things in this save so far. We're going to go for an old-fashioned 4-4-2. We'll take off Altin top. He's tired. And we'll send on Josh Murphy, Mendes Lang. Gunnison, how's Rawls doing fitness wise? Not great. We'll send on Gunnison. Put Rawls on the left wing. There is as always, there is logic to the way I do this. I promise you. How quick is Joe Rawls? Does he have any pace to speak of at all? Not enough for this level. Okay, he can be a wide midfielder on the left on a support role. Decode over Reed as a deep lying forward seems like a mistake. Advanced forward. Okay, good. Patterson, you must have an ability to play as a winger. Of course you do. Gunnarsson, can you defend? We can go box to box. Beautiful. Can Arthur defend? Probably not as well as Gunnarsson can. Okay. I'm taking a risk, lads. Bigger risk. Joe Bennett forward as a wing back. Yes. Yes, boys. Automatically, is he better there or is Bamba better there? Realistically, it's Manga. Okay. Big changes, but we're going to go for it. We're going to go for a win. They've changed to a shorter passing style. We've gone for hoof it over the top. Can we go a bit more positive? Yeah, we can. Oh, we survived that. That's good. Let's pause that quick. I'm going to make another change to the team instructions. They're playing higher tempo, so let's go to a higher tempo ourselves. Yes, lads. Early crosses, and we'll go for an underlap on the left. We'll widen our attack a little bit. Okay, we can do this. We can get a goal. Let's defend this corner. Pritchard's going to whip it in. Come on, let's get it clear. Get it clear. Oh, it's just too close. It's too close. Okay. It's not impossible for us to get a point out of today. It's not impossible. Oh, Zahor has picked up a knock. Of course he has. Captain injury prone. Bamba hoofs it forward. Finds Joe Rawls. Can he find the underlap? He can't find the underlap. He's on a cross though. Dick Cordova Reed almost had it. It's the shortest man on the field. Guy's only 2'3". That's it though. Patterson. Let's see. Come on. Is there a goal at the end of this? Over. Zahor. Oh. Making chances. We are making chances. That's a winner. I might have to investigate this 4-4-2 lark a bit more as an option against these smaller teams. Over the top. Bamba, get it clear, get it clear. Arter, yes, boy. Oh, it's only found Smith. Back to Moy. Come on, son. Get someone, get stuck in. Anyone get stuck in? Anyone at all? Antonio. Oh, come on. They're just not pressing. I must have them set up to press because I tend to expect pressing. Generally, a thing I expect is pressing. It's going to be a hard year. We played him on side as well. You've got to think as well. We can't be far off getting the beginnings of rumblings of the sack here. Things aren't going well. Pritchard though with a corner. Let's get it clear. Let's hit him on the break. Gunnarsson, just hoof it forward. There we go to Zahor. Crippled Zahor. What's he got? Try some running, son. Try some running. Oh, you've beaten a man. Unbelievable techers. De Cordova Reed. What else? What have we got? Patterson. That's it. Over the top Zahor. Oh. Back in possession. Come on, boys. We can do this. We can do this. Don't pass it back. What's that about? Morrison full time. Unbelievable. Oh, it just hurts. Sol Bamba's been shocking. I don't know what to say, boys. I don't know what to say. That was So disappointing. This team desperately needs reinforcements at the back. Like, defence has got to be the way forward. Zahor was injured. The fans are criticising our negative tactics. And we're playing 19 teams that are significantly better than us. I don't know what they're expecting. We can talk to the board now. Can we do something about debt, boys? Maybe? Can I have a transfer budget? Well, I've got a transfer budget. Oh my god, I actually got given a transfer budget. Okay. So I'm going to start looking at who we can bring in for January. That's step one. Step one is looking at who we bring in January. The next episode is going to be the game against Burnley away. Let's hope I can do something constructive in that time. We can register free transfers, so I might have a look and see if anyone worthwhile has by some miracle been released. Right, boys, that has been episode 10. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, please hit the like button if you want to see more from me, and please want to see more from me. Hit the subscribe button. There are links below to FM19 on the cheap. There are links below to the two communities, the Steam community and the Facebook group. There is a link below to Patreon should you feel so inclined. And there's a bunch of other stuff just in below, in the description below. There's other stuff. Yeah, that is going to be this episode, guys. Thank you very much for watching. It's been a pleasure as always to have you. I've been Chasing Lamely. Have a good one, boys.